We are now at 2018 Sema, one of my favorite places, TransferFlow. These folks have the coolest fuel tanks. I'm always out of fuel whenever we go, off-roading or anything like that. And you guys have got everything for everybody and probably the best quality, that I know of. I'm not just my unbiased opinion, and I'm sure Robert Green here, who's the sales manager, will actually agree with me. Robert,
I do.
Hey,
agree.
welcome to AutoMap.
Pleasure to see you, Mike.
Let's Talk Wheels. You guys are here at Sema, getting ready to get busy. Mm-hmm. You guys have been in the business for how long?
35 years. We're celebrating 35 years this year.
Okay.
Been at Sema almost 30.
You have all the fuel tank solutions,
everything
for everybody.
That's right.
Tell the folks a little bit about what you can do for them.
Sure. So we're the leading manufacturer of aftermarket fuel tanks, and we do have a variety of solutions really for any application. Our bread and butter is really heavy-duty diesel trucks, but we have something for everything, including light-duty and even gasoline vehicles. So they really fall into three categories for us. Our auxiliary tanks, which are plumbed into the vehicle's fuel system, and they're computer controlled, automatically top you off as you're depleting that fuel. We have standalone refuelers, which go in the bed, come with hose, pump, and nozzle. So not only can you fill up your vehicle with gasoline, diesel, any variety of fuels, aviation fuel, methanol, you name it. You can also fill up toys, equipment, other vehicles. So that's another nice solution. Some of these come in toolbox varieties, so you get some storage as well.
Toolbox on top of it and the tank underneath it.
That's right. And then, of course, we have our midship replacement. So what we're going to do in that case is we're going to drop out your OEM tank. Let's say it's 28 gallons, and we're going to replace it with a heavy-duty, all-American, warranted steel premier fuel system, and that could maybe be 55 or 60 gallons. So we're going to double your driving range, and that's really what we're all about. It's about getting you where you want to go more efficiently with fewer hassles. A lot of our customers are pulling large trailers,
right,
and getting in and out of a fueling station is just not a convenience. So we're saving you time and the hassle of getting in and out with a big trailer. And I tell you, once you've had extra capacity and you go on a long trip, you're
no
spoiled.
kidding. Yeah.
You're not going to go back.
The only thing holding you down is your bladder, But
that's right. We don't have anything for that yet.
We don't have anything for that yet, but I think they're working on it. But honest to gosh, one of the things that wherever we got off-roading or something, you want to gas up the toys. Well, you're driving a diesel. Do you want to carry 10 different fuel tanks with you?
That's right.
And this kind of stuff? I noticed the best thing, you even have it set up with a nozzle. You can open it up. You've got the nozzle here. There's my gasoline nozzle. You've got some tank that's part diesel, part gasoline. Tell us about that one. I really like that.
That one's terrific. So that's one of our refuelers. Comes with 2 pumps, 2 hoses, 2 nozzles. And what a lot of our customers do is they'll run diesel on one side, like you mentioned, and gasoline on the other. And so that's 50 gallons on both sides. And so if you have a diesel vehicle, but you're running dirt bikes or sand rails,
sure,
you're covered. And it's all secure. It's all locked up. You're going to leave the vehicle. You don't have to worry about those messy cans making a mess or going for a walk when you're not looking.
Well, that's true. It seems like whenever you're out traveling or something, you need the fuel. You want to go ahead and top off the fuel. It's the most expensive place you could get. It's the place that's an extra 50 cents a gallon. Makes you crazy.
Right.
And you guys solved that problem. I did notice that a lot of times I will see your tanks at a marina.
Sure.
And those kind of stuff. And I'll have some people that like a jet ski trailer, and just in the middle of it, an extra wide one, in the middle of it, they'll have one of your tanks for gassing up the jet skis.
Sure.
Now, is this thing okay for marine use?
Yeah, well, all of our tanks are definitely weather protected, so we're not going to worry about the moisture. They're all fully warranted. You're going to want to call us if you're doing some special application and make sure that we're not impeding on any regulations, and we'll let you know about your local regulations too, because one of the things with us, everything is safe, everything is American made, and everything's 100% legal. We don't cut any corners. There are others in the industry that will do that, but that's just not the way that we've been in business so long.
Well, I did notice you did mention the fact that they're metal tanks and not plastic tanks.
Absolutely.
I've personally had some problems with some of the plastic tanks sealing up, where everything bolts together and all that stuff. It would seep a little bit, and that made me crazy. And I have a tank sitting at my house that I don't use just because of that. And you guys have been in the business, and you're number one that I know of in the industry for a good reason. And where can we find out more about your tanks?
Well, we definitely would like you to go to transferflow.com, or I invite anybody to call our 1-800 number, which you'll find on the TransferFlow website as well. We have sales representatives that have been with us 20 and 25 years, so they're real experts. They'll put you in the best product for your application. And you mentioned plastic tanks. I want to take a second to just mention we're launching a new ad campaign, which is called Plastic is for Toys. And so we're really trying to educate customers about our steel tanks and the superior nature of those for durability and safety. So a lot of people will get confused because most of the OEM tanks are plastic, but they're multi-layered. They're made in a much
That's
different
a little bit different story
than an aftermarket rotationally molded tank. And so we're really proud about the way that we make our tanks. We have customers all the time that say, I just retired and my buddy told me what truck to get, and he said, go get a TransferFlow. Don't waste your time on anything else.
Absolutely.
And we love that reputation.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, we've built vehicles for Sema. My sons have built vehicles for Sema, and sure enough, had your TransferFlow tank. They're just so popular, and they just work. And some of these big vehicles get horrible fuel economy for diesels.
And 7 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, 7 or 8 miles to the gallon. And so when you're going across country, it's huge. And being able to carry an extra 50 or 100 gallons is huge.
Sure. I mean, I live in Northern California, so we want to go east to
talk Utah. About expensive fuel.
That's true, but you want to head east to Utah, you'll go 4 hours without seeing a fueling station. Well, that's just not going to work. So once you've had this kind of convenience, you won't go back. You mentioned
definitely be spoiled.
You mentioned project vehicles. I wanted to mention that we're really honored. We've been donating fuel tanks for project builds at Sema for 20 years. This year was our first year to decide we're going to build our own, and so Ford gave us one of their brand new F-150 diesel trucks that's called the Compass. It's on display at the Ford booth, which is an amazing honor for us. So I really recommend that everyone at the show make their way over and take a look at that. Of course, we're going to be posting on our social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so you'll see pictures of what's called the Compass. It's designed to be the ultimate family adventure vehicle, and it's a lot of fun. We've got an extended brand new tank on it, some kayaks, headrest monitors, all the creature comforts to just get in the car with your family like we used to do and spend some good quality time.
You have a lot of great stuff here. I've got to go look. Folks, we got a lot of stuff to cover at Sema. Thanks to Robert Green for TransferFlow.